Okay, so if Christ was in the physical in his day, right? Jesus Christ. And then you had different prophets that the Most High sent down to be able to relate to the people. I put two and two together that every race, every religion, every like, not religion, but every like culture, every race, that's what I meant to say from the beginning. Every race of people has their own Christ. And I thought this, and then when I seen this movie called The Book of Clarence, there were at the end many Christ that was resurrected. And the funny, crazy thing was that there was a white Jesus of Nazareth, and the white Jesus of Nazareth had went to Egypt, and the Egyptian queens, which was black, they all took him in because he was dirty and full of soot. And I felt like that was even symbolic of the black people worshiping white Jesus of Nazareth as a white Jesus of Nazareth as a black Jesus. But he's really not. And really we haven't tapped into that black Jesus because the picture doesn't match up with, you know how like the intention behind it. So that's kind of like the intention if in your mind you're still seeing white pictures and you accept that as your prophet. So I feel like every race, and not only every race, like every generation of people, we also get a prophet that comes down and relates to the people, because it's almost like if the Most High, if um he knows, like, or the Most High Supreme Being knows that they've done all this work to divide and make it hard and confusing for us to communicate, then why would they give us a universal prophet, right? That don't make sense. So it would make sense that we would have our own that would be able to relate to us and align with, you know, what our cultures and our beliefs, or even if it's just to plug right back into the universal mindset or consciousness of the Most High. But at the end of the day, if you are aligned with another prophet and what they, you know, what their culture is all built on, then you out of alignment. And I hate to keep using that word. I gotta read some more to get my vocabulary up. But you out of alignment. And at the end of the day, I just like being as though all of us have a different prophet and a Christ, right? It makes me feel like do animals have one? And that's knowledge that we don't know, because why would the Most High stop at just humans having to understand when if he created everything, if he created all? So that's just food for thought. And I think I'm going, when I get a time or whenever it come up, it's probably going to be spontaneous when I actually tap into that, because that's very interesting. Even though they say like all spirits, right? Because at the end of the day, like, Jesus is also a spirit, so he has dominion over um, demons and stuff like that. So they have to listen, right? And so because he's a spirit, damn, it was somewhere I was going. Hold up, let me. Oh, so it would make sense that he would have like domain and control over all these other spirits, like rank, high rank, right? But then when it comes to being able to relate to each and every culture, how do you do that? So it don't make sense, because to have one universal prophet, the prophet is the way that leads you to the Most High. And that's where I also feel like it kind of confused people, because it's like, why are you calling on this prophet? Okay, right? But the Most High is God. The prophet is like me and you, who was doing righteous things on this land, and you know, went into spirit and gained like spiritual rank. Jesus Christ, like, so he probably was like the most spiritual and miracle working and most righteous and divine person in those days. You know what I'm saying? Like, his heart was probably lighter than a feather if weighed on a scale. So I didn't mean to go on and on and on, but yeah. So if the point is, let me make this far, and you can press 2 times, but if then Jesus has dominion over the spirits, right? Over demons, stuff like that. That would be on a spiritual level. Again, we would need animal, like something that would be able to relate to animals to me, like if that was to be true. But again, I had got my confirmation in so many different ways that I feel like there's different Jesus, there's different Christ, and their names are different. Just like watch the Book of Clarence. That's a movie that will kind of like animate or bring to like a visual exactly what I'm talking about. Watch the Book of Clarence, and then you will be able to see. And actually at the end of the Book of Clarence, there's a part that actually like depicts what I'm saying. Not only can you see, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to tell y'all, but yeah, just go do that tonight or this weekend. Have a ball.